Good morning. I'm going to share with you something a little bit different this morning, not about blogging. But as this is my only system now that I use with Power Lead System, I have actually uh, gotten rid of a lot of things I used to have and thought I had to have. And the reason why I've done that is because although I can operate a lot of different systems, most newbies cannot. And so one of the things I want to share with you is when you start in this system, obviously the very first thing it really tells you to do is to create a new domain that you purchase through Power Lead System. It has its own entity where you can buy domains, and they are good for a year, and they only cost $12.97, and that includes um, the information that comes with it that is controlled by a special entity. This is something that I recommend you do. Most of us that have been in here for a while actually have several, and you want one specifically for your Power Blog, and you want one specifically that you are going to create something with. Now, one thing I want to show you is I used to have, I'll go over here so I can open it. I used to have an outside source where I would buy other, if I could get to it, other places where I would buy, I can't remember where I put it, but anyway, I used to have Namecheap. I just now actually closed down absolutely all of my Namecheap blogs. I mean, my Namecheap uh, things. I don't have GoDaddy either. The reason why is because really you don't have to have anything else. Everything else can start out from here. The only other place where I have two blog posts, it's not here. The only other place where I have two uh, URLs is actually in Bluehost, and the reason why is because I have two outside self-hosted blogs. Now that was established a long time ago before we had the Power Blog, and I'm not going to take them down because they're bringing me information. They're bringing me good stuff. I don't want to get rid of them, and so those two blogs do have a URL. One of them is lindacromar.com, which I've had since 2009, and I also established a Lynda's politics URL, which is the blog for my politics blog. Those are self-hosted. You do not have to do that. That's not required in order to build your business. Because now that you have the Power Blog inside of our system, you can actually be completely inside the system and have nothing else if you don't want to. This does connect with GetResponse and Aweber, but it is not required. I think it's really important for newbies especially to understand that it's very, very important that you start out as absolutely simple as you can. So for instance, I'm going to go to my websites, domains, and view all domains. Just so you can see, I've got a lot of domains, but they're all now, except for those two blogs, they're all inside of Power Lead System. There are some I moved here, but I'm going to actually replace because I want them all to be actually inside of this blog. This doesn't let you, let's see, I think there's a way that I can actually just see my domain, manage subdomains, manage, view all domains. I think that's what you can do. Because I don't want to go to the subdomains for a moment. I want to see if this just shows my domains. I think there's a place where it just shows the domains. Well, I guess that's the only place. But to keep in mind, there's a lot of subdomains in here as well. But uh, when you can manage absolutely everything right here. You can come in here, you can make a decision. Like I've got some I need to replace actually. Um, I've got some I need to delete because I have discontinued using My Lead System Pro. Um, and it's important to keep things as simple, as perfectly simple as you possibly can. Whenever you start getting in to where you start having redundant and a little bit too much, sometimes it's worth it to spend a little bit of time cleaning out, organizing, and getting rid of because you want to keep things as simple as you possibly can. So I do have 2 other blogs. The reason why is because they're been around a really long time. I've been blogging since early 2009. So obviously that's way too much content to try to move anywhere. And it's a lot of work if you're going to do that. So it's better to. And you're going to lose the ability for people to see your content if you move it around a lot. So I don't recommend that. If you've got another blog that is self-hosted, don't get rid of it. But you can actually tie it in with what you're doing here. For instance, this is my lindacromar.com, and if I want to, I can actually tie it. Let me just show you one I just did today, actually. Or I did it a few days ago, actually. But I just did a new blog today. And one of the things that's important is that I actually tie in my Power Lead system stuff to this blog. For instance, this is a link that comes out of my Power Lead system. And I do that constantly because of the purpose that I want people to actually see my content, the things I have available to them. And content marketing is a big thing that I do on a regular basis. So it's important to always be doing things that are bringing people to you. Content is one of the best ways because you can share with them good things that you're doing. So that's just my uh, suggestion for today. Keep things simple. Keep your whatever different domains you have inside of Power Lead System as much as possible. Unless you have a self-hosted blog, you do not have to create a new self-hosted blog because you can do it inside of Power Lead System. So that's what I suggest you do. That keeps things simple. That keeps things easier and more manageable because you don't want to make it so difficult that it takes a lot of work to manage your business. You want to just go out there and start doing the work that actually brings in the sales, brings in the contacts, and that's your most important job every single day. Hope that helps you, and I'll be talking with you again pretty quick.